This week's assembly is all about how we will be rewarding positive behaviour of students at the Bolsover School. For the last 3 years or so, we've seen big improvements in the behaviour and attitudes of most students at the Bolsover School. And on behalf of all of the staff, I would like to thank you for all of these improvements and creating a positive atmosphere around school. As a school, we are going to now make some changes to how we reward the positive behaviours of students, and with that we'll have a greater link between what you as individual students are rewarded for, but also how it will impact on your house. Everything you do now essentially will contribute towards the house trophy, as all house achievement points will count. So before, if you took part in house activities and things like that, that would lead towards the house trophy. Now, anything you do, whether it's achievement points in lessons, star of the lesson, things like that, they will all feed into that house trophy at the end of the year. Our school motto is nothing but the best, and everyone needs to live up to this. You need to be able to say to yourself every day, I have been nothing but the best that I can be. We're introducing the hashtag bemorebolsover. We want our students to be more Bolsover. So what is this? Be More Bolsover is our new approach to rewarding positive behaviours of students. It's not about lining up quietly, having your equipment, tucking your shirt in, holding the door open for a member of staff. These are all daily essentials. Everyone should be doing these things. These are bare minimum. This is what it's like to be nothing but the best. Be More Bolsover is about going above and beyond and doing those extra things that deserve further recognition. It could be an outstanding piece of homework. It could be an excellent contribution towards a classroom discussion. The Be More Bolsover hashtag uses very positive adjectives. We want to encourage you to want to receive rewards, and we want these adjectives to reflect what our young people are like at the Bolsover School. Now hopefully you will have seen posters going up over the last week or so with the Be More Bolsover tagline. These have gone up in corridors, in classrooms, and you'll see what this is all about. So what is Be More Bolsover? Well, to be more Bolsover, you will be more brave, open-minded, learned, successful, organised, valiant, enterprising and resilient. And we've also added in there, as it is on the bottom of the PowerPoint, trustworthy, because that again is something we want our students, by being nothing but the best, they will be more Bolsover if they are more trustworthy. So let's talk through each of these adjectives and give some examples about what we want our students to be like. To be more brave is showing no fear of dangerous or difficult things. So when you're given that task in a lesson or a piece of homework or a discussion role, instead of saying, I can't do this, it's too hard, I don't get it, I don't understand it, then if you're brave, you will have a go anyway. You'll show no fear. You'll just dig in and have a go regardless. And if it goes well, it goes well. And if it doesn't matter. You'll continue to have a go. To be more open-minded is a person who is willing to consider ideas and opinions that are new or different to your own. So if someone is open-minded, will take on the viewpoints of others in their class, what other people have got to say, what teachers have got to say, and think, actually, I didn't think that before, but you know, I understand that way of thinking. I understand why this person might have that viewpoint, instead of just shutting it down at the first instance and not considering what others have to say in that respect. To be more learned is a person having acquired much knowledge through study. This is what we want all of you to be. Someone who acquires the necessary knowledge through your studies at the Bolsover School, so when you leave Bolsover at the end of year 11, you are fully prepared to go on that next stage of your educational journey. To be more successful is accomplishing a desired aim or result, or someone who has achieved a lot. Again, we want each and every one of you to finish your time at the Bolsover School having been successful and getting all of those GCSE examination results that you need, that will allow you to take that next step in your educational life. To be more organised is to be able to plan and carry out activities carefully and efficiently. This runs not only making sure you have a pen, pencil, ruler and all the equipment on a daily basis, but also managing your workload, looking at the homework that you receive and deciding when you're going to do which piece of homework to make sure everything is done and meeting your deadlines. It's making sure you can plan your time in lessons. If you're given 15 minutes to work on a task, how are you going to approach it from the planning, the doing and the finishing side of things? It's about being efficient, managing your time as best as possible for the maximum result. To be more valiant is possessing or showing courage or determination. So a little bit like being brave, it's having a go. Even if you're not sure, even if you're a little bit wary of the task, if you think you're going to fail, you'll still have a go. You'll be determined, you will try, and you'll keep trying until you are successful. To be more enterprising is having or showing initiative and resourcefulness. So if you're given a task, you might approach it in a different way. You might try something new in a lesson to be successful in that task that's been given by your teacher. You may be given some project work to finish at home, and it's about trying things a little bit more outside the box, shall we say. So you're being resourceful and using your initiative. To be more resilient is to be able to withstand or recover easily and quickly from difficult situations. So if you get a question wrong, or you don't get 100% on a test, or you get a few questions wrong on a worksheet, it doesn't matter. You dust yourself down and you go again. You recover from those difficult situations and you can withstand those difficulties. You don't give up if you fail once or twice or 3 times. Every single person on this planet who has achieved great success has achieved great success because at some point in their life they have failed, and those failures make them more determined to be successful, and that develops their resilience. That makes them think, yes, I can do this and I will go again. And finally, to be more trustworthy is to be able to be relied upon as an honest or truthful person. We want all of our students, whether you are going on to do apprenticeships, employment, sixth form, college, whatever it may be, we want all of our students to be viewed as trustworthy. We want these employers to be saying, you know what, students from the Bolsover School are trustworthy. They're really honest, they're really truthful young people. In terms of house achievement points, every positive action that you do will now be categorised within one of those Be More Bolsover adjectives. So whether it is an outstanding piece of homework or a really positive contribution towards discussions, that will be covered, and that's how we are now going to be awarding the house achievement points. In addition, I've already mentioned the star of the lesson. That will still be awarded by your teachers if a member of your class has been an absolute star in a lesson and, worked really hard and given some good contributions. Will you also still have consistent star for those individuals who throughout the course of a term have been consistently more Bolsover and giving nothing but the best, and they will be rewarded termly. House achievement points are also now awarded when you achieve a core value, so we're tying the core values up into this, so we have one consistent system. You might receive a commendation from your head of house or the senior leadership team for a one-off outstanding contribution to the school, or for something you might do out of school. You may do voluntary work, you may help to teach a class at a local sports club. So all of these things may qualify for a commendation. So if you're unsure of anything, speak to your head of house or speak to one of the leadership team, and they'll be able to give you a bit more information as to any of your activities that are commendable. As you receive your house achievement points, you will be rewarded when you reach certain landmarks. So this has been in place already, but just to give you a little bit of recap, here are those achievement milestones. So you can see, once you've hit 25 achievement points, you will qualify for a bronze award. 50 gets you silver, all the way down to 200 achievement points getting a platinum award. As you achieve a milestone, you will receive a certificate that recognises that milestone, together with a letter home for your parent or carer, so they can celebrate and they can have a record of how well you are doing at school. The certificates will be presented in assemblies where possible, and the names will be included in the weekly tutor time PowerPoint. And your form tutor will also make a phone call home to deliver that good news. We really want to celebrate your positivity and celebrate your successes and your achievements, so we're making sure that these are celebrated as frequently as they possibly can be. We're also going to introduce House Achievement Point leaderboards, and these will be updated every half term, and we'll be showing the top 10 individual students in school with the highest achievement points. That will be your first name and your surname initial, so you'll know who you are. And we'll also have leaderboards for the overall top 10 form achievement points, so we can see which forms in which houses are collectively as a team earning the most house achievement points. And at the end of each term, those house achievement points will be recognised, feeding into the house trophy. So, talk through quite a few changes there, some tweaks, some adjustments, but it's really just to show you how now we really want to focus on how we can push you and how you can push yourselves to be achieving these house achievement points. The big thing is the introduction of Be More Bolsover. That should be at the forefront of your mind. Every lesson, break and lunch, you should be seeking opportunities to earn those house achievement points, because your individual actions are feeding in to the bigger actions of your house. And we will be rewarding positive behaviours at every opportunity as a member of staff that we can. And you will receive awards frequently to recognise those achievements, whether that's in or out of lessons. There'll be House Achievement Point leaderboards for the top 10 individuals and the top 10 forms. Hopefully that's covered everything and you've got a little bit more of an idea, and hopefully those Be More Bolsover signs and pictures that you've seen around school now make a little bit more sense. Ultimately, we want to reward you. There are some outstanding individuals, many of you out there who are doing wonderful things on a daily basis, and we want to reward you for that and celebrate those achievements and recognise how well you are doing as individuals and how that feeds into the bigger house team. If you have any questions about any of the assembly presentation, whether it's Be More Bolsover, house achievement points or core values, please speak to your form tutor or head of house, or seek out a member of SLT and they'll be able to go into more detail. Remember, at the Bolsover School, we want nothing but the best, and to be nothing but the best, you have to be more Bolsover. Thank you.